Sunday, huh?
It's the last weekend for the youth season. Oh my god. Let's go! Man, that thing is huge. What are you supposed to do about that?
We just put a big smackdown on a big buck.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Big one.
Today is September 15th, and that means it's the opening day of youth season here in Iowa. I'm hunting with my little brother, Easton Enyeart, and last year he shot his first buck, so this year we're hoping we can get him his second one. We're set up on a great food plot that we got planted back in July, and I don't really know what to expect. There's been a couple of nice bucks in the area, but either way, I'm just glad to get back out with my buddy. But are you excited or what?
Yeah.
You have anything to say at the camera? I mean,
No, I'm just excited for Easton.
yeah, hopefully we can get him one. Smile, can you make it smile? You ready to go? Alright. Oh, Easton, there's a big buck right here. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. Do not move. There's a big buck over here. I can't tell. Oh, I know what buck that is. I don't know, guys. That's a pretty big. I don't know, we should wait a little bit because things might stick around. We're not going to shoot right now. I'm not shooting right now. Watch out.
Jesus, that guy's huge. This is going to be hard to tell them apart.
It's the bigger one right there. See how he's...
Oh, they're...
And cut. So you're probably wondering why Easton hasn't taken a shot at this buck yet. But the truth be told, this is actually a buck that we decided to pass on. It's a buck that we call Bowser. And Bowser's a buck that's very young, or at least in my mind, I see him as being a pretty young buck. I truly believe that this year he is 3.5 years old. And I think if he reaches that 5.5-year-old, and even next year 4.5, he could be something extremely special. We've had pictures of him for the past 2 years. He grew substantially over the past 2 years, and there's just a lot of opportunity with this buck. So while this is a great looking buck, I'm sorry, Easton, we're gonna have to give him the pass. There's a couple other mature bucks in the area that we were after, and you got your first buck last year, so you gotta show some patience. It's not gonna come to you that easy this first sit.
Guys, I really keep it on the outer over here because you're riding more bucks.
Well, yeah, that was an exciting meeting, wasn't it? Sure. We saw, what do you think? How many do you think we saw? 20?
Yeah.
We saw 2 really nice bucks. They came into the food plot. They came across the road. They actually almost busted us. We had a lot of the younger ones come out around 6:45, 7 o'clock. There was a few of the more mature bucks that we had on our hit list that we were hoping would step out. But hey, That's hunting and not killing. So
Good job.
it was a good sit. We can't complain about that. He's got football tomorrow. We got a bunch of plans going for next weekend. So the weekend after that's gonna be our last opportunity for this year. But I'd say tonight, we can't be disappointed with that. That was a good sit.
Today is September 28th. It's the last weekend for the season here in Iowa. We just got set up. It's a perfect day. We're hunting with my little brother Easton. This is the same place we were hunting 2 weeks ago when Easton passed up on the one buck that we think has a lot of potential. Perfect weather. It's 50 degrees. We checked the camera and there's this new really nice buck that we call Flamethrower showing up on the food plot, but he's nocturnal. We're hoping to get a shot at him and maybe a few other bucks that we've been after. But you never know. Today's a great, great day to be out. And we've already seen 5 deer out here and it's not even 4 o'clock yet and it gets dark at 7:30. It looks like it's going to be a really good evening. We just got to hope that the wind stays out of the north and that Flamethrower feels comfortable enough to step out. And if it's not him, maybe another one that we're after steps out. Easton brought his friend James, and it should be a fun sit. We got tonight, tomorrow morning, and tomorrow evening to hunt. Otherwise, that's going to be it for Easton this year for a while. But hopefully things come together. Is he still there? Is that something else? No, he should still. Maybe there's some dough out there or something. I don't know.
30 minutes later, Dad's grabbing Easton. He grabs Easton, gets Easton set up, and I catch Dad doing this out of the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking, okay, something's going on right now. I gotta get ready. So I grab the camera. What do you know? I look out the window, 70 yards from us. He made his way across the road. He was standing there in the food plot, broadside 70 yards. It was all on the line, right here, right now.
Great job, bud. Oh, my goodness. Good job, bud. Wow. That buck is bigger than any buck I've ever shot. That thing is huge.
It's bigger than my last buck.
Okay. What do you have to say about that, James? Was that exciting?
Yeah.
You must be good luck. We need to bring James every time I go hunting. You want to go hunting with me the rest of the year? Listen, so there was a buck ready to jump the fence, and I was watching him, and I was trying to get you to get me the binoculars so I could get him on him, and he walked right out. You are the man. Good job, guys. That is awesome. That's so big. What'd you just do, huh?
Shot a buck.
What kind of buck? What was his name?
Flamethrower.
You excited?
Yeah.
And here comes some more deer. We got more deer here.
Can we just go out and get my buck?
on camera. This buck is the buck that we called Flamethrower, and he is a beast. And right where we're at right now is we're in an old barn. This barn sits perfectly where we can look over this entire food plot. And we had a perfect wind, the weather was perfect, and we just started getting this buck about 2 weeks ago. We were checking all around us to see where deer were, and me and my dad had walked out and checked with the binocs, and we had seen a couple bucks to the field to the south of us. So we go out, and all of a sudden Flamethrower popped up out of the woods. And he was about 400 yards away, and we sat there and watched him feed and move slowly, but we had like 2 hours of daylight left. Well, lo and behold, we're sitting here, and all of a sudden, we lost sight of him on the south side of the road, and 30 minutes later, we're sitting here watching doe in the food plot, and this buck walks out right next to us. And then Easton got on this little target so he could shoot. Dad helped him get it set up. I sat there and filmed. And the rest was history. Now it's time to go see the buck. Look at that beast! Holy cow! Look at that! Holy cow! Turn around, man. That thing is huge! Holy cow, bud! What do you have to say about that?
I'm so happy that my parents took me out here, and if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have took me out here. And if it wasn't for James's luck,
Yeah, James brought good luck, didn't he?
James, over here.
So tell me about the hunt.
Well, we were in the barn, and we were just sitting there for a little, and we were waiting for a little bit, like little spikes, and doe was coming out, and then all of a sudden there was a deer that came out over here, and Dad, I didn't see it, but Dad said, "Get the gun ready," and I got it.
Well,
and
Easton
it was
just
like
shot that
it
buck.
took 1 minute just to get everything ready,
Yeah.
and I shot it as quick as I could.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are the man. Good job, James. You're good luck, man. Wow. How many points is that? Count all the points.
Figure out
1,
something
2,
for
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
It's pretty unique. It's interesting.
17 points?
Did you count that one down there?
Yeah, man. You're missing all the points. He's got so many points. You can't.
Oh man, how many points?
I don't think you counted it right. Wow, that thing is a beast.
We're gonna get a tag on this. So
Yeah, that is the utmost priority. Whatever you do, whenever you shoot one like this, you want to make sure that you put a tag on it before you even celebrate, because
we
if
didn't
you
even
don't,
move it. We didn't move it. So.
we didn't. Yeah, this wasn't moved. We want to make that clear. This was not moved.
Huh? Sure.
He just smoked that big one.
How is Dad gonna go get it?
Oh, it is huge.
It is bigger than any buck I've shot. Yeah, it is a pig. Oh man,
So we're gonna put our tag on here before we even get it. Before we even move this deer, because it's the right thing to do. And it's the law.
Hi, everyone wants to see it.
all right.
Hold it up.
Yeah, it won't quit ringing. Holy shit!
It's a freaking pig.
Oh, is it that one that looks weird?
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower.
Party? Holy cow! That sucker's huge. That looks like an elk. Wasn't you nervous, Easton?
No, I just got together and shot.
James, what did you think about it?
It was really exciting because it is my first time out here and first time ever hunting.
We're still out there in the field with it.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
You guys seen us put this tag on here?
Oh, you're putting the tag on.
Yep.
Yes. You better do that. Alright, good job, Easton.
What do you say?
Thanks.
All right, peace out, guys. We'll get some pictures. Wow, what a hunt. So this is the buck that we called Flamethrower, and Easton just put the smack down on him. It was the last weekend of the youth season here in Iowa, and we just started getting pictures of this buck 3 weeks ago. And he was nocturnal, and he was hitting this food plot, but he only hit it on very, very few occasions, and it was in the middle of the night. Well, we gave it a week, and we thought with this cold front that was coming through it that maybe he'd get on his feet early and come out and hit it. And looking out at the field behind the barn, we saw him come out about 300 yards out. Lo and behold, 30 minutes later, after we lost sight of him, he steps out. Dad's getting Easton ready. I grabbed the camera. Probably didn't get the best footage because it all happened so quickly, but he stepped out about 60 yards broadside, and Easton put the smack down on him. That, you can't ask for anything better than that. Look at that. He's almost shedded all his summer coat.
Alright, his hunt's done. Here, grab his tail and flip him over. You can.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's better.
He's big. That's a big buck. Alright.
This was the biggest buck I had ever seen in person. Body size, undoubtedly. I mean, just a huge body on this deer. It looked like a cow.
Okay, you ready? Okay, hold on. Alright, ready?
Wait, I'll tell you when.
Well, I gotta hold him anyway. You ready? God, all these points. What are you supposed to do about that?
All right, boys, I think we're ready to get back to camp.
Alright, way to go, bud. Alright.
Let's make it happen. Big buck.
Yep, I'm driving.
Big buck hunter gets to drive the big UTV, and I guess I'll have to walk.
Not too late, so I know I can play some football when I get home.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. A little football on Sunday, huh? We get to watch Penn State tomorrow. Hopefully they get that win.
It's rated the #1 game of the year.
Really? Yeah, that Penn State-Ohio State game, if Penn State pulls it out, man, that's going to be the cherry on top. Oh, yeah.
Good job, James. Take him out.
Ball carried by number 10, Easton Enyeart.
So on a side note, this buck was extremely mature. And I have to tell you, we actually had pictures of this buck from previous years. And you're probably not going to believe me looking at these pictures. But he had a typical 5-point sight on one side, and then his other side, he had a club like this. And he, you know, if he matched on both sides, he would have been a soccer. But for years, this buck had been known in the area for carrying that club around on one side. The reason that this buck got to be so old was nobody ever wanted to fill his tag on him. You know, neighbors have said that they had seen him in the years prior, and they always wanted to shoot him, but they didn't want to waste a tag on it. And it goes to show that some of these bucks can really produce to be something, but this buck would have never gotten to be this age if he was that typical 10-point. But because he had that club, nobody wanted to waste their tag on him, and he was able to get to that mature age. You know, it's just a great learning lesson. So it just makes you wonder what some of those bucks that are 10 points, 12 points, that are shot when they're really young, like Bowser, if we just shot him when he's really young, imagine what that buck might look like if he reached the age structure that Flamethrower did. It's crazy to think about. This was just an exciting hunt, and I'm so thankful that I got to experience it with my little brother, his friend James, and my dad, because this is definitely one that I'm never gonna forget. So if there's anything to take away from this video, it all revolves around patience. Patience is key in hunting no matter what. If you're trying to target a mature buck, patience has got to be your highest priority. Patience is revolved around the age structure of these deer, making them move at the right time, and, you know, willing to pass up on some of these younger deer and let them get to the older age. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There's a lot more to come. Thanks for watching.